Alright, I'm just gonna draft a priest, because we haven't drafted a priest. We actually haven't drafted a priest or a shaman. We have not. Priest time? Yeah, that could be cool, couldn't it? Well, okay. What's in the Archeos bucket? Resuscitate, Ascendant? I mean, those aren't, like, unplayable. They're just not very good. Okay, so actually the best card, apparently, in Priest is Automaton. Origin Priest, yeah. Maybe kill somebody with a weapon once. Cool. All right, so we got to look at Ted. You guys probably can't hear music right now, but we'll pause music for a little bit. Anything you could abuse with one mana Echo Spell, yeah, Giant or the Thing. Is there anything else we're looking for? We have to get that, not these cards. Looking like a retire? I mean, we have 5 cards in our deck right now we don't want, but you know, what are you gonna do? Look, this is like a I always think about this card when I see wolves. Shuffle a copy of this into your deck with a permanent +3/+3. So it's like the wolf, but it doesn't have rush. It doesn't give +4/+3, and it doesn't buff every other copy of it, and you don't get 9 copies of this per draft. So that's like the difference. So just like a well-designed Hearthstone card, and the wolf is not. Okay, I'm gonna take Intertwined Fate, I guess. All right, there we go. So we need Ripple, and we need Automaton, or we need Giants. All right, we gotta. Actually, this is good to get 2 of these before our 10th pick, because we're gonna get a Taverns of Time pick. These aren't what we want. I wonder if we ever take Possibility Seeker just to reroll our hand. I guess I'll take this. Maybe my opponent will play a... I don't know what, wolf? Maybe they'll play a wolf, and then I can get wolves with Echo. Oh, that was my 10. You're like, oh man, Whirlpool to answer wolves. Well, yeah, good luck. I've not lived till turn 8 against a wolf deck today in 4 hours, so good luck with that, right? Even bother playing Warrior Quest against a hunter? Probably not, honestly. Our 10th, 20th, and 30 picks being Taverns of Time, I kind of hate it. I don't mind it. What kind of is lame is, again, the pool is really small. There's only 2 class cards per class, and some classes have already had a class card banned. It's not that many neutrals. So that's why Hunter gets so many wolves there. You're either getting a wolf or a chrono boost, or if you're really unlucky, you're stuck getting like a time-bound giant or whatever. If this event was a week, I think it'd kind of be fine. You could just do whatever you wanted. Give everybody like a free arena run or 2. Let it run for a week and like wash your hands of it. If this lasts for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, good lord. Shut the game down. I think I pick the same cards every time. Yeah, so that's where it sort of gets bad, because a quarter of the Taverns of Time cards are so bad you kind of don't ever want to take them, and then a quarter of them are so broken you never want to pass them. And then the other half, it's like, oh crap, I missed the good ones. Okay, I'll just take a time-bound giant or whatever. All right, I'll take the Whirlpool. Take that card. I think it's like fringely playable. I could ripple the Churchion. I could ripple the Student. That's not very good, though. It's like build your own horrible wolves on turn 10. Alright, I'm gonna take this Firebolt and assume it's like kind of okay, maybe. I don't think it is, but... let's take the Blob. I don't think we're getting the cards we need so far. But we do have Shadow Spells, so let's grab that. Oh, wait a minute! Spoke too soon. Astral Automaton is in the house. This is our win con. Oh, God. Wait, I got it. Oh, we got two of them. Wait, holy crap. You can get two of them? Are we supposed to see the TED overlay? Yeah. For the next, I don't know, 50 minutes? But for 1 hour total, we'll have the cool TED overlay. All right, more Ripple in Times. God, if only Priest was the best, then we could copy other people's automatons with this. I just don't want this card. What are the best shadow spells you can get? Nothing's very good, it seems. Some are okay. Sure. You know what? I'll take it. Why not? I got so excited. Like, sweet, maybe another one of these. Um, Costs one less. Never played that card. I guess I could get a, sorry, my nose is itching. I could get a Ripple in Time. This is Ted's stream now. Skip all the minions. Although a minion that draws a card is kind of cool. That's actually sort of interesting. I wonder how many picks I made that could have been adjusted. That's funny. All right, let's try to avoid minions. Oh, I love the Curator. I love his voice line. All right, Ritual. Let's grab a Moonwell. Oh, I haven't seen this card much today. That's the first one we've seen offered, but nobody's played it against me. I don't have any dragons, though. I guess I kind of don't want it, right? All right, I'll take this guy then. These suck. Your next healing effect deals damage instead. That seems sucky. Let's take the 2. Maybe silence one wolf, or they can shuffle it in. Take the draw minion. Take the card that gives me another automaton, maybe. Take more rip. Wait, I didn't get a single time-bound giant. This deck seems like a free win for the opponent's deck. Doesn't it? Okay. If our redraft gets us some more ripples and some more automatons, that could be nice. We love Zeddy? Yeah, we love Zeddy. Come on. Has chat greeted Zeddy, hopefully. Okay, I think the fact that we're still on playing Hearthstone is a testament to my hardworking nature.
Light makes right. The light shall bring victory.
I'm gonna go read Discord, okay? You guys, wait, we actually are playing a priest. I need him to play automatons and ripples so I can reminisce. Alright, give me automaton. Okay. You play so I don't have to. Okay, so make sure you guys are using your Twitch Prime. Make sure you guys are downloading Opera GX or watching TED on Peacock or downloading Marvel Strike Force. Make sure you guys are doing that so that I can keep the lights on, okay? I'm good. Okay, okay. You got your free Wi-Fi on. You got your stolen laptop. You got your neighbor's computer. Okay, what are we doing? I guess this? Oh yeah, Les has got auto-modded. He said, and I quote, "Chill harder. If I could, brother, I would." I'm gonna rewind, I think. I don't know, maybe I can do better than that. I'd like something cheap, but I don't know, you know, maybe I should have kept that. I could go 1 and whatever. Maybe. Nah, I think I'd rather just have the 1. I could get a trial sub for what? You don't have to sub to Peacock. I mean, watch TED, maybe you do. They're not paying me for TED subs, Peacock subscriptions, so you know, you don't have to do that. But maybe go over to your friend's house who has it and You guys can go watch together, and that could be fun. Good lord. Good lord. Never subbed, never donated. Ad block is on. Stolen laptop, that's not legal. Stolen solar plant panel, stolen sun, solar energy is stolen. Water wheel, neighbor's river. Stolen hydroelectric plant. Charging phone with work electricity. Shower in the bathroom sink. That's not sanitary. You know that. Alright, is it time to go? Dude, I want to do this against Wolves players. You won the video game, I'm trying. Is your first arena guaranteed to be opponents 0-0? I think so. Am I crazy? Maybe not, actually. It might be like 0-1 or 1-0, maybe. Screenshot of that? Yeah, I'm gonna post in the Blizzard Discord. You might as well just make arena free if this is gonna be the experience, right? So as I always say, which, you know, people don't always... It's not really about winning and losing, right? It's how you win and lose. Neither player... I mean, like, yeah, that's the first time we've done that. Okay, do we want to do that 12 times? Do we want to do that for 12 straight days? Like, not really. And when you miss on the Automaton, then your cards just don't do anything. So it's just like... Who's really having fun? The person who does that for the first time? Maybe. If they're sick, right? Sorry, I'm reading Chuck's message in the Discord about his fantasy basketball team. I don't know if he's here right now. Man, my fantasy basketball team is really starting to hit their stride. And there's no stopping us at this point. Oh, Kristaps is out? Don't worry, Tobias Harris is going to come in, take some easy buckets while playing insane defense and shooting efficiently. I like the concept of him thinking of his fantasy basketball team like a real basketball team. I ask my guys to come into the locker room every day with a team grit mentality, and they really brought it, man. It's beautiful. At this point, I don't even want Kristaps with his long COVID to come back into the locker room. He's officially on the block if anyone wants him. No one wants him. Nobody wants Kristaps Porzingis. I think I'm actually just going to take Blob, because I find Blob to be a kind of okay card for dealing with Wolves sometimes. Every team with the inferior record is winning this week. Oh, really? I'm close. It's plausible that I could win, but I don't think I will beat Fixie ultimately. I've got field goal percentage locked up. I'm going to lose free throw percentage and threes. Points are close. The only category I could really win is steals, or if somehow his guys had like 30 turnovers. But that's not what I want. That's probably not going to happen, right? Okay, I need another Ripple. Shit, I really don't want that card. In the other league, I woke up today and I was losing 0-9 in Aura's league. My team is ravaged by injuries, but I ended the day 5-3. It was close. At one point, I think like 3 or 4 different categories were off by like 1 point. I think we were off in like points by 1 or 2. Like, we're tied in blocks right now. It was close. That's all I'm saying. Why did he get reborn? He's forged? Okay. This is like a full heal, but might actually kill something. I've got Jokic out, and I have Denny out, so... I got a poison death rattle weapon. Could that ever happen? Hmm. Hmm? Isn't there like a poisonous?
By the light.
Enjoy your trip.
By the light.
There was. In my head, this had 1 durability, not 2. Anyway, I like the play we made, except, I mean, I'd like a different outcome, but, you know, what can you do?
By the light.
Still immune? Dude, I can't... Oh my god, I couldn't stop.
By the light.
The most disappointing aspect of this underground arena experience and implementation was the promise of a constant review and adjustment, and then getting as little support for the format as Arena had for the decade earlier. It's exhausting for those of us that love the format and can see a huge potential. Let's hope it's adjusted this week, like you said. Well, a couple things.
Stone furs.
I agree. And that's all. They did 2 adjustments already. Not to absolve them of all, you know, of all failings, but they have done 2. They banned the Murloc and they banned the thing. I don't really want that card. And they banned the Druid Ramp spell. The Wolf should have been banned before the Murloc, or at the same time, or whatever. They should have been banned like together. If you're not gonna, like I said earlier, you might have missed it. If you're not gonna ban the Wolf, if you can't make that many bans, then just ban them all together. Just let it suck. Let everything suck for 2 or 3 days, and then fix them all in 1 day. Don't pick one and then fix it, and then pick the other, and then fix it, and then pick another, and then be like, well, fuck it, we're not gonna keep fixing things. Like, that sort of defeats the purpose. That's all I'm saying. Tell them people are calling it Hearthstone Asrena. Ban Wolf and buff Cthulhu and Yogg. I mean, I'm not opposed. Sure. Okay, wait a minute. I got an idea. Check this out. That wasn't it. If I forge that, does that, just let me fully heal? We've definitely had emergency fixes throughout Arena's history, so it's nothing special. I wish we got new content more often, it was promised. Yeah, I would say they definitely haven't delivered on the promises of the game mode. And I'm under the impression that they wouldn't say that they've delivered on the promises either. If you follow Redbeard's rants, right? I think Standard particularly has been in such a shit spot. Pretty much, well, for years, but really, really shit the last 2 or 3 expansions, that whatever effort they thought they would be able to allocate to Arena, they probably had to, like, emergency. They've done a lot of, like, emergency panic moves over Standard, is my gut feeling. They've had to, like, rework whole expansions, and nothing really has been received well. So, again, not a super big surprise that, cards that, you know, Arena got adjusted or whatever are also not, designed well, because it's like, it's probably the same people, right? Sound like MTG delivers new limited formats with curated card pools every 2 weeks. Hey, nobody's sitting here saying Hearthstone is Magic the Gathering these days, right? Whirlpool's OP. I think people just don't understand what the wolves do. But anything that says destroy all the wolves just shuffles the wolves back in their deck. And then they just draw them again. Or they just cast Joromungar and they just pull them out of their deck. So, you spend your whole turn removing the board, doing nothing, and then your opponent just resummons their board. And then they have 40 power, and then you're dead. It's much more often, much more realistically how it actually plays out. The card's not good for me. I'm actually gonna hit here. So that I can hit this one. With the wolf.
In the ring.
If he pulls it out. I'm gonna give him one of these too. Just because he's a wolf gamer, right? Just put one full-time employee on Arena, one hired person that looks after it. Yeah, I don't know. That I can't really speak to because I don't know anything about, like, the actual ins and outs of how many people do work on it. I'm assuming it's close to 0. Full-time, I would assume, is 0. And, like, you know, I don't know about any of that stuff. I feel like if you put, you know, Dose of Coffee or Zeddy or who's like a Neil Gregg or something, you could find like somebody to would probably do it and could do a really good job as an individual, right? Now, someone else would have to go and like probably program these changes, but like you could, like you wouldn't even really need to, like somebody could adjust and manipulate the pool in a day, you know, or 4 hours of thought, or we've done it in like 2 hours or less. You wouldn't really need to have like a full-time employee for even something like that. But yeah, I don't know. When it comes to like coding and stuff, maybe that takes a lot of people. I have no idea.
The light shall bring victory.
They should rehire Rattlus. Wouldn't put it past them. Wolf users deserve to be BM'd. Agreed. $20 per hour Arena Expert Consultant? For an Arena streamer, that's a pretty good deal. It's a huge pay increase. Oh, we got our Automaton. Now, are we going to be able to put him to work? Or my opponent kills me with wolves? That's the question. $20 an hour, though? An hour? Shit, dude. I'm not making 20 bucks an hour. I mean, some days maybe,
By petal and
but
sword.
overall, yeah, probably I am. Who we got? Draw or Copy Boy? It's not a bad one to have in the deck. But if we, you know, hit the other ripple.
Constellation is extra bright.
I can't wait till we lose. Hopefully we don't lose at all, but if we lose, I hope we get a couple more ripples and another automaton. All right, I need to look at Chuck's fantasy basketball team also. I need to look at him real fast. How do I see the matchup totals? Oh, can I click this? No, that works.
The Tauren constellation is extra bright.
Can't wait till Slay. Do you think I'm gonna win? I think I'm gonna win. I think I'm gonna win the run. Okay, hold on.
Sisters, my will shall lead us to victory.
Back to the lab.
All right, I don't know if anybody's in the Discord but wants to read. Hi, Wicked Kid, how are you? I'm sorry that it's snowing. If anyone wants to read what I wrote, it's very funny. Tobo, it might be worth reading. Who are your waiver pickups? Why doesn't silence work against the wolf? It does, doesn't it? I guess all the future wolves, it's like a global effect, I guess, is how it treats it. Kind of like Helia, I think. The buffs, like the future buffs. McBride and Clay. Wait, Clay played well? I picked up Deuce McBride. Is that his name? I picked up McBride in the other league to try to stay afloat. I'm just trying to stay afloat. That's all, guys. That's it.
My power is as infinite as the my power is as infinite as power is as infinite as my power is as infinite as the my power is as infinite as the stars.
How much do I care about having the taunt? I don't, right? This is so much better than one.
My power is as infinite as the stars.
One more? Yeah, I think one more is better, right? Wolves don't seem so bad anymore. Clay's been going crazy lately. I had Clay last year and he was such dog water. I was like, I think I picked him up late. It was a snake draft in that one too. I was like, ooh, Clay, like, you know, probably be like a 3-point assassin. Clay Thompson stats.
Sisters.
7 for 12. 6, wait, in the last 2 games? He had 6 threes in each game. Actually, in 1, 2, 3, 4 of the last 6, he's had 6 threes. Wow. Not doing much else. Couple blocks, though, actually, which is kind of cool from a guard or a small forward. 6 assists one game, 5 assists in another. He's shooting well, just overall. In most of those games. It's funny, he'll have like a game where
Now.
3 for 8 with 8 points, and then the next game he's 10 for 18 with 26. I feel like there's a lot of guys like that. But I wouldn't have said Clay. I wouldn't have thought Clay would be one of them. Like, I have Zach LaVine. Some days he puts up like 40 with 10 threes, and then the other days he'll put up like 8 points, and he'll go like 2 for 7 from the field. And you're like, does this guy even play? And that's the difference between like top picks and not. Jordan Poole is doing that. Oh, is he? Yeah, I think Poole is one of those guys. There's like fantasy guys that are such bad NBA players, like you just don't want to take them. But they're pretty good fantasy guys. Jordan Poole. Zach LaVine last year was that. Tyler Hero, although he's maybe a little, maybe like a step above those guys as an actual NBA player, but not really, probably. 20 points one game and then 0 the next. Yeah, it's like Zach LaVine. There's other guys too that are like sort of fantasy surprises a little to me. Kawhi's been healthy, or healthier this year than I think normal. Harden doesn't really miss time. Harden is, I feel like, crushing it in both leagues. Whatever combo you're playing is OP. Yeah, this is one I discovered. I invented it. I'm gonna go grab my cola, but I'm gonna queue up, okay? My goat, what's up, lead man? I don't want to keep people waiting. We have more automatons to play. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Anduin versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
The light shall bring victory.
Yeah, for these wolves.
Bring on the wolves. Kill them before they can wolf us. Nice. That's what we were looking for. Ripple. At like 2 ripples. But what are you gonna do? Enter Automaton. Enter 5 mana. 20, 20, 20, 30.
Don't burst my bubble.
Please, don't burst my bubbles. Yum, 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 yum. I'm gonna take... I want to draw. Let's take. Can I not have a 2/3? Can I just have a 1/3? F this wolves. Shironki? You ain't wrong, brother. Wolf gamers don't see the automaton coming. Puler. Thank you for the 10 months. What's up, nerd? Hey, Kripalis.
There, all better.
What's up, Mr. Kripalis? He should just bump into my guy, shouldn't he? I like that play. F Zelda? Yeah? Yeah? That who we're effing? Rozier used to be dog water and good for a 30-point game. Terry Rozier?
We've
That's his name?
created a temporal anomaly.
There, all better.
Okay, how do I get another automaton? I can't. So these automatons have to be enough. Maybe they will be, though. Ooh, I love that. Well, I guess I actually don't care that much.
My power is as infinite as the my power is as infinite as the my power is as infinite as my power is as infinite as my power is as infinite as the star.
I actually don't have board space issues. How's your waifu? She is so on meds that I don't know. Oh my god, I was just about to ask. Hope her knee gets better soon. Oh my god, I wrote lines, but I meant lights. Okay, let me...
Moves quickly.
Play your pathetic wolf hunter. Play your pathetic wolves. One wolf. 24?
My power is as infinite as the stars.
I have another one. Auntie's kicking my butt. Hey, you know? I think it's fair.
Hype train IPS hype.
Auntie's team is good. There's a lot of good teams.
Dino dance 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 dino dance.
Thank you so much, Wicked Kitten. I appreciate the 84 months. That's a damn long time. Can't believe how well it's going for me this week. I don't really keep track of the standings. I just know that Alez has mostly been in the league standings. He's mostly been at the top. I'm in third, but I lost last week, and I'm probably gonna lose this week. Also, how does everyone make more moves than me? I thought I was a mover and a shaker. I made 4 moves this week, though. I'm actually third on the waiver claim. We don't really care about waivers, though. Where's Anti? Are you Wemby's? I mean, you're not. I mean, nobody's really out of it. I think the way our league is, you just have to make the top 8. That was too long? No, that's great. Jaylen Brown is a monster. I really wanted Jaylen Brown and Austin Reeves. I don't think I got either of them in either league, but I wanted them both in both. I wanted them badly in both leagues. But yeah, you have Jaylen Brown, Shaden Sharp, who's... I like Sharp. Who else? Palo, who's actually not been great. He's kind of picked up a little bit. I have him in the other league. Wow. Never lucky. Okay, can I go back and coin these out instead? And then Wembanyama. Castle. Colin Gillespie, he's pretty good too. I have him, and you have Reeves injured. Yeah, I like your team, actually. Reeves been out for 2 months, yeah. He's had like a calf strain and they just kept him out, right? I don't know. Maybe it's worse. Maybe it's like a little worse. But I feel like once somebody has a calf strain, they don't want him to blow their Achilles out, which I mean makes sense. But I don't know. Strain calf is like minimum a month. When it used to, it would probably be like 2 games or 3 games before. Yeah, I picked up Gillespie off the waivers in the other league, and he's been good for sure. I've been happy to have him. But my problem is I have Jokic. So the other league is an auction league. If you play next if we play next year, I want to do an auction league. Oh my god, it's so much fun. I would say it's better too. The snake draft's cool too, but the auction league is cool, and then the pick order doesn't matter, which is also kind of nice.
Here is a song about cat pirates. You won't like it.
Thanks Abumi for the 100 bits. XD, love watching you for at least 2 minutes. Hey, I'll take it. You know, I'll take anything I can get. Brown made a lot of sense this year, yeah. I just picked up Tatum off of the waivers. I just picked up Tatum. Do you think that's a good call? I didn't know that he was available. I mean, I think Fixie had him for a long time. Auction is so much fun. Oh, okay, you've done it before. I had never done it until this year. I think it's just better. I just think it's better. I'm going to nominate Jovic with the first pick on my first nomination next year in any league I'm in. I'm going to see if somebody snap bids like $60 looking for Jokic. And then I'm going to ruin their fantasy season. I had him and so did Chuckles. So it's kind of like who ends up with him. Like who ends up with him, you know, when he comes back. Because I'm going to have to get rid of him. Hey, thank you guys for the hype train. Hell yeah, sorry, I was not focused on it. I got to get some way to make it more distracting, like Alez said. Oh wait, I was going to silence that. It's fine, I just need to hit the 6/6.
Step forth into the time waves.
No, I can't. I can't keep that. I have to rewind it because I have to get it from Ripples. Although at this point, it might be too late. Jalen Green doing some 5-on-5s. He's gonna save my season. Can I have him back, please? Can you trade me him? I'll actually trade for him back. Can you trade me him? Real low. Sell real low because he's injured. Kyrie back after the All-Star game. He's not going to come back now that Anthony Davis is hurt. Right? Because they're not going to bring him back if they're just going to tank and get a better draft pick. But the Celtics are going to bring Tatum back, and he's going to be cooking at the end of the year. You know, they're going to be fighting for a top 4 seed. I have Whirlpool. None of this helps me. Okay. That does potentially help me. Does that count as a draw? No, but I can shuffle it into my deck, but maybe not this turn. Okay, we got Automaton. We play Automaton next turn. And we bang on this guy. And then hopefully Automaton carries us. That's it. In Yogg drafts, do you keep or cut the eyes? I keep them, but they're bad, and you should probably cut them. But what's the point of taking Yogg if you're not going to have fun, right? At the end of the day, if you're not playing Wolves or summoning like 800 Automatons, it seems, you probably just aren't going to be competitive anyway, so just try to do some fun stuff. Could have the dragon that reduces all of their health or attack to 1. But if he doesn't, about to be 8-0 with Warrior. Well, you better make it 8-0 and you better make it 12-0. You better.
My hatred cannot
That probably doesn't do much, right? Who's a minion? It died. Oh, it is doing kind of a lot. We can hit with poison. I don't know if that's enough. God, I need more automatons. This is better than Voltron? This is better than Voltron. Okay, so I have 28 damage. Honestly, that was pretty fair. If he gave that to a poison minion, he had a chance. It always hits my side of the board. That's the way Fire Wreck works. But I'm not sure if the spell deals the damage or if the minion deals the damage. Well, is it called Volcanomancy? Hearthstone? Is that the name of the card? Spell says, choose a minion. When it dies, deal 3 damage to all other minions. I don't think that will work with poison. Because I think Volcanomancy is the thing doing the damage, not the minion. It would have to say, I think, choose a minion. When it dies, it deals 3 damage to all other minions. I think. None of your cards mean anything besides Ripple and Auto. Kind of like how none of Hunter's cards, for the most part, mean anything except Wolves and Wolves, right? Almost like the game, currently, in its current mode, current iteration, doesn't mean anything. I guess it never really does, but still, you know, sometimes we pretend a little more. My face when Toos chats to me. Ooh wee. It's a great emote. What is that? Oh, that's one of the hype train emotes, no? Yeah, that's great. Hope I don't know what I want to draw. Not the egg, but the whelp could get me another automaton, even though the automaton's not really what we're looking for, right? We want Ripple into automaton. What we're gonna do when we redraft is actually, depending on what we get, we're gonna cut preferably 5 minions so that we have better odds of automatoning, rippling into automaton. Worth a coin? Probably not. Because next turn's kind of grody.
Follow the flutter wings.
What's so funny? You don't need to redraft. You're gonna go 12. Oh, baby. Probably not. But I'll try to get some more wins.
Shiny. My shiny.
Hey, everybody go check out TED. If you click that link, bam, it takes you right to the Peacock site. That's cool. Dude. Alright, what am I doing? I got 3 and 2? Probably just take this one. Just kind of actually better on the board right now. And then I'm gonna Ripple and see if I can find Automaton for next turn. I'm down to drop 5 Automatons. let's see if we can find it. Nice. Drew a minion, which increases our odds. That's not good. But I have more ripples. So let's take that. Do we ever hold it? I think we do hold it then.
Heron would be pleased.
We can play 2 of them on 8, maybe. Void Scripture is a good shadow spell. Is the wolf still in? Yes. Stop drawing automatons, please. Well, I only drew 1. I only have 2. I want to draw. Well, this one we got from our Starlight Welt. So we actually kind of are happy with that, I think. I think we would rather just have an extra automaton. Just because this makes the 3rd automaton a little better, but it makes the rippled automaton like much better. Alright, need some help. I hit there. Oh, I didn't hit there.
Swim back from whence you came.
Sure. Might be Whirlpool. Oh, no, it can't be Whirlpool. No, it could be Whirlpool because I'm going to trade Automaton off. Depending on what he does, it could be Whirlpool or it could be Double Blob.
My shiny.
Odds I play a Hunter? 50-50. It either happens or it doesn't. Dun, 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 dun. It is a Hunter. Well, then I was right. What's the death rattle on here? Okay, we just have to bump here. Add a hat to his hand. He might, no, he probably doesn't have one of them. Alright, let's Whirlpool. I don't feel good about it. Maybe he's got more of those. Goes a Kajamite. Oh no. Okay, Ripple. Hit Ripple. Butt Ripple. And he never runs out of cards. Every turn, he's got another card. Actually not very good. What did he last play? Explorer's Hat and this Courier? That's not good. I can play the dragon. I probably have to take the dragon. Oh, I can Deja Vu maybe for the Whirlpool, maybe. Oh, that has Wind Fury? Oh, that's a problem. I don't think we can get out of this. I don't think we have time. It's just a copy, right?
My power is as infinite as the stars.
And if he's bumping and the 0/2s are sucking off the minions, then it means he's left up the taunt, but he's not gonna do that. I beat a dude with 8 drafted Infinite Wolves. Fake Cleaver was the MVP. Kinda cool when it works out, you know what I mean? Like, it won't normally work out, but when it does, it's cool. I wish Fake Cleaver just said, destroy them all, and for the rest of the game, like, you can't play any more copies of it or whatever. That would be cool. Like, that would be flavorful if you're gonna make it. Even from the original Wolf meta, like, when Wolves were bad. You know what I mean? It just feels not flavorful to have a card that, like, destroys all copies, and then just shuffles them back in, and then the next turn, you can just play the same copies. It doesn't seem flavorful. Silence what you attack. That'd be too good, I think. It's like a duel's treasure, right? Silence every minion you attack. But yeah. You could say silence any wolves you attack. That'd be okay. Blob of fart. I'm sorry, blob of tar. Okay, like a game like this, though, it just feels so much more fair. You know what I mean? It feels like you're playing Hearthstone. So, while I'd rather win, what are you gonna do? You know?
Well played. You have best.
It's like that was kind of a real game, right? All right, we do want to cut 5 minions probably. So on redraft, what we're actually gonna do is try to skew towards spells. If they're not Ripple, I mean we're gonna take Ripple. If they're not Automaton, and then what we want to do is cut like any minions so that our ripples are more likely to find Automaton. Another thing is we can take duplicates a little more, a little higher. So like another blob is more valuable than a new minion, even if the minion's better than blob. Or like, let's use a better example. Like another Vanguard is better than, I don't know, whatever like a good minion would be, but whatever a good minion for the meta would be. Sounds fun? Well, I mean, it's gonna happen. It's unavoidable to happen. I'm just letting you know what we're gonna do. Now, we might not end up with 5 more automatons, but I just told you what we're gonna do. So instead of taking Stasis, which is a better card than Reminisce, or we could keep Stasis as one of the minions we would. But like, that's not a card we want to have Echo. I'd probably be more inclined to cut Stasis, and I don't want Witness. This is a card I've not really cast. I think we're just gonna take a bad spell here. I will take a good dragon. Especially one that costs less than 4. Because we really want to Ripple and Automaton on 5, I think. Everyone's mad at wolves? Yeah, we hate the wolves right now. Okay, these are all good. Well, these are both good. Ground's good if your opponent, like, free trades you with a wolf. What spells do I have? I have 4 ripples. I have 1 whispers. I have a bunch of reminisce, and nah, I think I can take this. I think ritual looks pretty good here. And then here, it's like I would never run either of these minions. I might run this, so let's click it. And I mean, I wish that was a bad spell to kind of support my thing, but we can take out 3 minions, and we can swap out 2 bad minions. So I think we're gonna do that. Let's consider removing that. Let's consider removing this. Let's consider removing Queen's Guard. And then we're not going to take out a spell. We're just going to swap out minions. So no spells, no locations. Herald. Take out the poo-poo totem. We could take out the poo-poo totem and put this guy in, maybe. I kind of like that. It's not exactly what I was hoping for, because we are only net reducing 3 minions, but that's still pretty good. What's the best card in terms of sex, Nebula or Wolf? I mean, definitely Nebula. You can get Kolagarn. Not in this meta Nebula, but, you know. Any card that can get you Kolagarn's got to be the top sex card. Isn't Raptor better than Shrink? No. Maybe. The reality is they both suck. You're not winning with either one. That being said, am I ever playing Shrinkmeister? Alright, you want it in? I like it better for whispers. You can whisper this guy for a little more damage. Keep spells for Ignis? Nah, Ignis is losing. I'd rather cut Ignis. I just didn't get enough spells to cut Ignis. Raptor can high roll, Behemoth, and that's it. Beast. I got the 7 mana 3/3. I don't know if you were here when I was fighting one of the hunters. And then we got its cost reduced by 2, and we kindreded it, so we got a 4 mana one. Then I ate their time-bound giant.
King Crush!
Isn't Cologuard the thing you poop in a box and send to the lab? You know? I don't know what that's called. One time, all right, I have a long-winded story. Since these games kind of play themselves, I'll try to regale you. But one time I got Chipotle, and I'm pretty sure Chipotle gave me E. coli, like poisoning or sickness, at least like some level of it. I don't know, like something was off for several days to the point where I actually went to the doctor. I never go. I'm American. I can't afford the doctor. You know what I mean? But I actually went to the doctor. It wasn't so bad, but it was that bad. Like something felt like off, real off. Anytime I would eat or drink, I think it was when I would drink water, I would feel nauseous for like 3 or 4 days, and then I'd immediately run to the bathroom. And I was like, well, this can't be good. So I went to the doctor. And when I went there, I remember there was like a waiting room. But it wasn't like a waiting to see the doctor. I'd already like gone to see the doctor, and they were like, they told me that we're gonna do like some tests, some blood work or something. I was like, okay. Like go down to like this room and we're gonna do blood work. So I got down there, and when I got there, the room was full of people. There was like 20 or 30 people in there. And I remember there was like this dispenser like handed out numbers, like ticketed numbers. Like you're number like 20, and the person in front of you, whatever, they're 19, and the next person. But it was like the same one they would use at like a bagel shop. And I remember being like, huh? Like, huh? Like I pulled it out, like, I'm number 20. Okay. Sure. And you're like, now serving number 5. And I was like, oh god, I'm gonna have to wait a while. So I was like sitting there, I was like reading on my phone or whatever. And they're calling it out, and they're like, you know, number 6, and then like an old man would walk up, and they're like, oh, okay, you know, you have whatever, you have brain cancer. Head down to row 6 and then talk to the nurse. And then he'd like kind of like head off. And I was like, oh, brain cancer, that's not good, you know? And then they'd be like, okay, next, you have, you know, incurable freaking death disease for like an old lady. And they're like, you head down to, you know, row 12 and talk to the nurse. And I was like, ooh, like, gosh, that's not good. And I could like hear the diagnosis for everyone. It's like, oh man, this is not sounding good for those folks. And then by the time they got to my number, I swear, it's a true story. They had, I think they had maybe already taken the blood or something. They had already done some tests. And they're like, number 20, you know, I went up there and I was like, huh, okay. And she's like reading through whatever file they had on me. She's like, oh wow, oh no. Like she's like making all these sounds like under her breath. She's not saying anything or doing anything. And I'm like, you know, like, excuse me, you know? And she's like, oh, she's like whispering, she's like, you know, I was like, huh? She's like, and she's like whispering. I'm like, oh god, like how bad, how bad is what I have? They won't even talk to me. They were okay to shout out like incurable bone cancer, but they can't like interact with me. I was like, that can't be good. And she was like,
Will be cut sharp.
she's like, I could barely hear. She's like, she told me, she's like, the doctor's, you know, wants a stool sample from you or something like that. I was like, huh? Like, what, a stool? Like, I'm not a freaking carpenter. I don't build furniture. She's like, stool sample. And she's like whispering. I'm like, I'm like, what are you talking about? I can barely hear you and I can't understand. And she said, she screams out, the doctor wants you to poop in a cup. And the whole place went silent. And everybody looked at me and they're like, ugh, ugh. They're like, what? It's like, well, I don't have to go. Like, I don't have to go now. And she started talking. Then she started talking at a regular audible level. It was only then. And then she gave me like this like do-it-yourself take-home kit. And it was like 10 cups and like a tiny spoon. And she's like, yeah, you need to like go in here and then like take this little spoon and put it in this cup and then put some more in this cup. And then there's like this bigger cup. And then we got like this petri dish. It was like, it's like one of those Russian dolls. Like she just kept taking out more and more cups. I was like, what? How many times do you think I go? Like, I can't do that. I'm gonna be able to do that. No way. And then I was like, well, what do I do? Like, if I just drive it straight here? And she's like, no, you can put it in the refrigerator for a few days and then drive it over here. I'm like, I'm not putting that in my refrigerator. You're crazy. And I was like, well, I don't know. I was like, I'm here because I have a problem from eating Chipotle. That's what I'm explaining to her. I was like, I have a problem eating Chipotle. It's a big mess. If it wasn't a big mess, I wouldn't be here. Like, bad stuff's coming out of me. I can't just like take this. And the cups were really small. They were really small, like the size of like a salsa cup a Mexican restaurant might give you. And like, you can just go in here. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna splatter all over the place, and I'm not gonna be able to get in the cup. Like, that's crazy. It's like, how do you expect me to do that? And she told me, I remember she told me, she's like, you can get someone to help you. I was like, what? What do you mean? Like, okay, the only person I know on Earth is like my girlfriend at the time. I'm not having her hold a tiny cup under my freaking defecating arsehole. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. There's no way. So anyway, I went back home, and my problem, which brought me to the doctor, was that every time I ate Chipotle, well, no, so since I ate the Chipotle, every time I drank water, it was making me nauseous, and then I'd have to run to the bathroom. So I got back, and I swear, I was fine. I didn't feel sick anymore, and I didn't go to the bathroom for a few days. I don't know. And I had all this equipment and stuff that they had sent me home with. And they're like, you gotta call the doctor back. They like scared me. So after like 3 days, like, I don't know, a regular urge hit me. And I was like, okay. All right. So I tried to do what she said on my own. My girlfriend at the time, I was not having her hold a tiny cup under my asshole. And just like I predicted, splattered all over the place. But I got some in the cup. And I remembered what she said, and she said to put it in the refrigerator, so I did. And then I was like, okay, I'll go the next day, or it might have been like a Friday. I was like, I'll go on Monday, and I'll go, and I'll take it to the doctor, and I don't know, they can analyze it or whatever they do. But I forgot that she had planned a function. I don't know, like a get-together, a kickback, I think they called them, and people came over, and I didn't really think much about it. I didn't like, some of her friends, so I just sort of stayed in my room. And then when I came out later, just to like check in, everybody seemed to be having a good time. And one guy said to me, this party rules. I was like, oh yeah, that's great, you know, that's cool. And I was like, oh, do you like the music? He said, yeah, the music's good. I was like, you got enough beer? He's like, yeah, I drank enough beer. I was like, okay, I'm getting bored of this conversation. I didn't say that part. But I remember he said to me, my favorite thing about this party, my absolute #1 most favorite thing about the party, is that delicious chocolate pudding in the fridge. And I was like, oh yeah, those snack packs, little vanilla, little chocolate. And then I was like, well, wait a minute. We don't have any chocolate pudding in the house. And then I did that. And he's like, huh? And I was like, I gotta go back to bed. So I went to bed. And I never said anything. And I never sent anything to the doctor. Because it was gone. It's all gone. That man has E. coli to this day. I don't know. I can't confirm. Maybe there was a snack pack in the fridge I didn't know about, but very rarely was there a snack pack in the fridge that I didn't know about. You know what I mean? I kind of kept abreast of such things. Anyway. Felt much better after. Like, I feel like the sickness just went away on its own. I never, no, I'm still here today. It's like listening to Norm Macdonald from Wish. 100% true stories are why I stay here. That was no coal in the toilet story. No, no, no. This is a dire tale.
My power is as infinite as my star is as infinite as my power is as infinite as my power is as infinite as my power is as infinite as the star. My power is as infinite as the star.
Norm actually had cancer. At the end of his life, he did. Let's never try drinking water since only cola. I love water. I actually feel like I drink too much water. Is that possible? All right, so how much water is this? I hope this doesn't spill. I don't know how much this is. 500 milliliters? I think I drink about 10 of these a day. I think I drink about 10 of them. I lost my blue one, which I think was a little bigger. Maybe it's 700 milliliters? I think the other one was 700. This one's probably like 500 or 600. Oh, you guys can't hear the music, I don't think. Never. Ever. Lucky. Oh, I can get another ripple. Darn it. Was not a good turn. Alright, I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna click this. Hold on, hold on. Bringing it back, bringing it back. You hear the music now?
Queen's power is beyond your comprehension.
Is lethal if you hit? I think so. Alright, I gotta pay attention. I haven't really paid attention for a while. We won the last game without doing the ripple stuff, didn't we? And didn't we beat a hunter? Was that a hunter? Oh, it was a death knight. Nice. We would have definitely got a couple more points of damage if we had found the automaton. Who cares about lethal? Tell more poop stories. Well, it wasn't really a poop story. It was more of a health story. Where the doctors asked to analyze my poop. There was a reason we told that story. I think Wicked Kitten said something. Something about putting a tiny cup in the fridge. She said, isn't Cologuard the thing where you poop in a box and send it to the lab? That's what reminded it, because that's kind of what they told me to do. It wasn't a box, though.
And
I remember explicitly there was a bunch of tiny cups, and it was like they gave me a spoon. I remember they gave me a little spoon like the frozen yogurt, like you might get from like if you're like, oh, can I try the frozen yogurt flavors? They give you a tiny spoon to try them, like that. Nice. I need a ripple, and I need the ripple to find Automaton, right? Spoon for that man. I don't know. I think I might have left the spoon in the bag though. Full disclosure. That's the worst draw in our deck, just for the record. That means lower chance to hit the Automaton. Helen of Troy launched 1,000 ships with her beauty. I somehow launched 1,000 poop stories. That's not good. That ain't what you want. Do I want to draw? I'd rather draw. To go in the container? No. Yeah, I didn't spoon it. I just splattered all over the place. I don't want to talk about this anymore, okay? Embarrassing.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
Is Wolf around? Yeah, Wolf's still around. Do you think he's gonna play Helia on curve? I'm kind of cooked because I have both Automatons before the ripples. I don't think our deck can really get there without him. We'll try, but I think so. I want a lung health spit up into the bag for peace of mind. What's that mean?
Your fate will be cut short.
Ay, 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 ay. Oh, wait, I can't. Oh, no, wait, that doesn't help. I need to get another Automaton in the deck. Is that possible? I just don't think so.
Cannot be contained.
I mean, maybe an Ignis. I don't see it. I just don't see it. Where is your Helia deck? I've only drafted one Death Knight, I think, or two. I think just one. Maybe it's been two now, actually. I haven't been offered Helia yet. I'm gonna take Helia over anything, though. There's a Helia main and a Helia enjoyer. I'm gonna take Helia. I mean, I gotta get a forged minion. I don't have as many. I did cut one.
We only need one.
It's not good for me. It's just nothing worth rippling. I wish I had a time-bound giant. Kind of surprised we didn't get one.
This realm of death is filled with sorrow.
Okay, so... Oh, I can forge now. Okay, so let's forge. And then we at least have Ignis. That'll have to be our way to win. Silence a minion and summon a copy of it. All enemy minions a little shrink. Or a grace. Okay, I got it. I got it. I've got it. I'm gonna get a Prison of Yogg-Saron. Is that possible? Okay, maybe not. Everybody's gone to watch Ted. Ted was cool. It looked actually pretty funny. I never watched Ted. I like Family Guy well enough. There were a couple of moments in that trailer. Ted with the bear, yeah. Almost 1,000 viewers, that's good. Yeah, that's great. If we could get 1,000 viewers a day, that'd be cool. If we could get like 5,000 a day, that'd be even cooler. But maybe not playing Hearthstone. What's up, Imic? But I mean, playing 1,000, having 1,000 viewers and is also pretty cool. All right, we need Wind Fury and we need Summon 8s. Oh, Lord. We didn't even get armor. Oh, God, we can concede, I think. Or we can just try to swing into his face. Deal 16 on the first turn. And then maybe he just doesn't taunt. I guess that's our only way.
Who here can spell Zinjari?
I remember the Sperm Bank moment from Ted. I don't remember that. You enjoyed the first season? Yeah, season 2 is coming out. I think it's March 5th. Alright, as long as that 8/8 doesn't hit my face, I think there's a chance. Although if it does, I guess I can watch her.
Pick me!
Oh no. Oh, but then he still... Oh, he should have shot the taunt. And then hero powered the other one. He actually just missed 8 face damage. I can put him to... I can actually put him to 14? Moonwall weapon? Yeah, if he doesn't taunt or heal, it's probably our best bet to maybe get there. He always whirlpool out if he plays a taunt and then pray he doesn't have 2 taunts. Keep Echo. Yes. It doesn't change into a different minion in the way that like a corrupt minion does. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Wait, are we actually getting there without the automaton? He can heal if I hit a bunch of blood and plagues. Hit a ritual.
By the light. By the light. Well played.
I am very surprised we won that. Our deck minus the automaton scam is not good, but we got there. It looks like he is probably a Helia deck that didn't draw Helia, and we didn't draw the plagues, or too many of them. Definitely got a chance to win any game like that. Everybody has a chance to win a game like that against a Helia deck, right? Like, he's probably got a couple of extra, you know, plagues and won a game, right? Your opponent hits an early frost plague and skips their turn, then you can end up winning those types of games. Never heal. Yeah, and that was the thing too. It's like, yeah, to not have a taunt, and to not have a heal.
Light shall bring victory.
And then, you know, it did work out. It just seems like, oh yeah, maybe I should keep ritual. I think I just ditch it all. I look for the thing, and I try to do the thing on turn 4 or 5, depending. That's the sound of inevitability. Yeah, Bualava. But we don't want to talk shit to Bualava, because he wasn't spamming us with wolves. And honestly, I don't want to talk shit to the people playing wolves. I want to talk shit to the wolves themselves. Alright, now what we want is to ripple into the other one, and then we can play the automaton on 3 or 4. Although we could just play this and then coin out 2 of these as well. We'll see. If we miss on Automaton, that's what we're doing. Make sure we can heal. Not that I care that much. We can also activate the Ignis. You know, I've got 2 ripples. I'm gonna take it to reroll ripple, and I might do that next turn. And then do these. It's a shadow spell. That's a shadow spell. Play around the weapon. Can't really do that. In before weapon? Yeah, I guess weapon would win this game. Whereas against the wolf, it's not super effective, but in this game it would be. We want to push 7.
The shadow strikes.
Okay, we're gonna go Automaton into Automaton. Then if he doesn't have Fate Weapon, it could be very good for us. We have played it here. Yeah, maybe? Doesn't really matter. We've gotta go for it. I'm gonna squelch him just so we don't know that he has Fate Cleaver if he does before he does it. Because he'll be very excited. He'll let us know. He'll let us know that he has Fate Cleaver, I'm sure, if he hasn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 times 5 is 35. So if all of these are alive, then we could kill him. And a week for a 1 cost. Well, maybe they'll buff it.
It's all over.
Okay, that was pretty cool. What is that? Oh, piece shit. Ban Automaton. Ban the wolf. Somebody had to stand up against the wolf. Okay, somebody had to find a way to defeat the wolf. I haven't watched in 2 months. I'm assuming that minion was given echo, and originally it doesn't. We are using a Taverns of Time spell called Ripples of Eternity. Ripples in Time. To discover a minion out of our deck, and then give it echo. We have skillfully and strategically inserted Astral Automaton into our deck, so that is a possibility. And Automaton and Wolf. I mean, I'm only taking that because I can forge it next turn. If I whiff on my draw, which I did. Save it for turn 8 now to get 2 discounted spells. So he hits there, and then what? He kills my guy, or hopefully not. Looks like if he's debating this trade, he won't end up killing it this turn. It doesn't have like a Shadow Flame Suffusion or anything. And then we put up the taunt to try to protect it from the weapon. Or what we could do is actually go double ritual. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do now. Try to find a taunt from here. I don't really care about that card. And then that way I can play the ritual next turn. Need the warrior axe for Automaton. Yeah, they'd probably like that. Watch this. Those frickin' stink. Oh my god. I don't think I got 5 mana worth of cards there. Maybe I did though. Does my guy go dormant before it takes damage? I'm kinda hoping. Have Forge, so Ignis is online. We're not to the point where we can't Ripple, so it could be like Ripple Automaton, right? You know what this card should be? Which I think it used to be. It used to be different size, but it should be dormant for 2 turns, not 1 turn. 1 turn is kind of silly. Alright, what am I at? I'm at 2, so I kind of have to run that in there.
For the bronze dragonflight.
Low roll like Redbeard always does. He didn't low roll. Alright, let's find an answer. I'm gonna align these goddamn stars. I could do that next turn, right? Take an 8? I could take an 8. I don't know. Kinda like getting a, I guess it's bad if I draw Automaton. No, I guess it doesn't matter if I draw Automaton. It's kind of bad if I draw Ignis, maybe. Maybe. But if I hit like, well, this guy, I don't really have a lot of minions. Most of the time it probably doesn't matter. Some of the time it probably does. Most of the time it doesn't matter. Some of the time it's better. Some of the times it's slightly worse. But I think the times it's better has to be higher, right? Because it could be 1, 2, 3. I would say even Automaton's better. 4. So like 80% chance to be better when it's relevant. Is he an Ignis deck? Maybe he's an Ignis deck. He has a Crusher and a Watcher. Problem is if I play... Well, it's not a problem, I guess. If I miss on Automaton, I get very unlucky on Automaton. Then I could cast the Stars Align. Okay, so I can Ripples. But if I Ripples and take it and he has Fate Cleaver, then I just lose my Ripple, effectively. Whereas if I Ripple and then take the Stars Align, then I can still get an extra buffed minion. Axe incoming? Yeah, what can you do? Played around it the best we could. Okay, so I could go for Ignis. I could also play this and then not take Ignis. And then just have Ignis in my deck. These are horrible, horrible cards. Oh, that's too bad. I think we're dead then. Excuse me. I mean, these are supposed to turn into good minions here. And with Priest, he's cooking here. Yeah, we're cooking. Actually, Warriors are worst matchup because of that card. Not the best 3-drops. Whose dad just sneezed? That was me. Chat's daddy.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
Okay, I've got an idea here. Hear me out. Okay. Ideas over. Is the 8-mana dragon? Yeah, okay. Is mine does cost whatever, right? Cost 5? 5? Okay. Tied on fatigue. Well, almost tied. I still have the Ignis. Still just Ignis maybe weapon. What does this card do? You have 4 random minions in your hand. 4, 3, something, something. That does 5. He has to take some damage. So I can go 8, but I can't really heal anything.
Death cannot be done.
I mean, I could heal it. If you can kill it with something else, then it would be better to have healed it and forced him to use the weapon, but we don't really know what he's gonna do. How's the mini set and the arena rotation? Positive change? It's like super high power level, very wacky kind of thing. But it's kind of a nice change for a few days for sure. I thought Hearthstone was a game we're good at. I haven't even done 30 runs. I think my average is like 3rd highest right now. I've only done like 10 runs on NA. Alright, here we go. And I could play 3 of these. And I can get more ripples. Or I can get more rituals. Oh man, that's pretty sweet. Okay, you know, I'm gonna just take that. That's a lot of value. Oh god. Oh right, I trust you. That was your 2nd mistake. Your 1st mistake was trusting me. What is the line? Give me a line from the egg skit. My god, it was so funny. Way to go, big boy. Congratulations, big boy. You are looking at a nude egg. You're a superstar. You're a rock star. He says to her. You're a rock star. Alright, so do I want to play Ignis twice? Not really. Actually, maybe. Yeah, yeah. Actually, let's play Ignis for a 1, and then let's play Ignis for a 10. So let's take the 1 first. So we want poisonous, and we want. I don't want to draw. Oh, Battlecry. Yeah, let's say Battlecry deal 2. So we would shoot this one, and then we can chop that one, and then we can play this guy again and get a 10. We can take Wind Fury, and we can take Armor. Not what I'm looking for. I didn't get offered 8s once this whole run. Oh well. I take 6. We're getting out of range of something. An old sailor's trick. 4, 8, 10, 12. 12 plus 20 is 22. They don't know about Flesh Giant. They don't care about Flesh Giant twos. They're not experts. Go back to Dreads. No, stay here and learn. I'm here to help. But, yeah, you're going to want to treat yourself with a little more self-respect than that. Can I take that? Does anything ever live? What? Said it, but gave it stealth. It shoot his own face. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, it's in my... Wait, I can just get a copy of that, can't I? Down to 4 cards. I'm down to 4 cards. Do I care about anything in my deck? Kind of. Moonwall? Yeah, we can Moonwall. Remember, making the most basic play is not my priority, right? Something's very, very obvious. Consider it already done 4 times. I'm thinking I might want to take his Yogg Saron.
I wonder.
I could also leave his guy up and just play the weapon. You won't have anything to steal. Then I won't be able to get a Yogg.
Quickly. By the light. By the light. By the light.
Let's set up the mace to be lethal through a singular hero power. I was trying to help. Try and use as much mana as possible each turn. This is good advice.
Find me in the dream.
It really is.
My hand is too full.
Make them hit each other. But then he just has a poison. I could take the 4/5. And then the dragons go into my deck. Smork? Well, he has 2 taunts, so I can't Smork. Kinda tough. It's gonna draw. I didn't draw. Hopefully I don't draw one of those, because those are free right now.
Hand is too full.
Darn it. Play one now and draw one of them. Could just put this on the board.
By the light.
To gain a buttload of armor.
By the light.
And depending on what he does, I can just keep swinging. Just keep swinging. Can gain life constantly from... What the fuck? Why did it let me do that? I thought they're supposed to, like... Oh, maybe it didn't.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
Let fall the sands of time.
A rat? He's playing like a rat, man. Playing like a rat bastard. Pardon my language, but... Gotta pay attention. He's got those two. Death Rattle, he puts that on the bottom. Man, what a scam. What a scam in Zolo over here. It didn't hit Cease either. I hate this guy, the opponent. Or Maida. Yeah, Maida's a good guy. I don't care what they say about him in Dreads' stream. I think he's delightful. The opponent, yeah, he's doing Hearth stuff against us, which ain't pretty. I guess if I hit Cease, I can try to hit the 3/7 this turn. Probably better. Hitting anything is okay.
I'm almost out of cards.
We would hit the taunt. We could have gotten down to 8. How do I get there now, though? Intertwined feet, not very good. Third and second best target. We did. How do I shuffle a minion? If I could shuffle a minion into my deck and then Whispers. Oh no, Whispers is not Ripple. If I could shuffle a minion into my deck, or anything into my deck to push back Fatigue, that could help. That I don't love. Gotta pay attention to what he's playing. These are the last two, right? Because deck tracker's not telling me. You win in Fatigue? No. He has cards. He's shuffling another card to the bottom of his deck. We're behind in Fatigue right now. We definitely are not guaranteed to win in Fatigue. I think I'll shoot that. Don't want that, really.
The portal calls.
By the light.
I got one card left. I think I kind of want to do this just to see what his last card is. Little Fate Cleaver scammer. 5 Draconic Heralds. 3 Windspeak Worms. A Yogg, and he cut all the Eye of Chaos. That's why he lost, because he cut the Eye of Chaos. He's not a real Yogg gamer. And a randomly generated 6-drop dragon that destroyed my first row of automatons. Oh no, was that the other game? Maybe that was the other game. Well, either way, this guy's a piece of crap. Alright, going for our 5th 12-win run in a row. See if we can do it. We need to hear the we need to hear the first domino of this meta. I've had a couple 9s. This is our first 10, though, actually. Goddamn Toos and a Les. Holding Redbeard accountable. Having him tell the truth. Hate this. At least 5 weapons. It's a real piece of work. Well, I was gonna say not a hunter, but it's actually better for us to play hunter than warrior, I think. Now that being said, I think Rogue is not as bad as Hunter or Warrior. Now he might win, he might, you know, whatever. But like just in general, there's no Fate Cleavers and there's no Wolves. Wolves can just end the game so early if we don't do our scam before them. We can outrace a Wolf if we're doing exactly, you know, hit the Automaton, play the Automaton on 4 or 5 or whatnot. Okay. So now playing this is actually quite good, just because it makes... What the hell? Oh, that doesn't matter. You can't get Automaton. How's this pre-stack at 10-1? I mean, are you watching? Because it's incredible. Incredibly powerful combo. Unbeatable. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. GG, it's certainly not over, but it's tough. It'll be tough for someone to deal with this, right? Hmm.
My power is as infinite as the
Our humble goat. Trying to be humble.
Never bring a sword.
Let me keep the 1-2. Fair enough. Get the imbue card.
My power is as infinite as my power is as infinite as my power is as infinite as my power infinite as my power as infinite as the star.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss Amino because I'm gonna go grab my cola. Amino! Miss all. I'm gonna go fast.
Anduin versus Rexar.
I'm acting on instinct.
The light shall bring victory.
Okay, sorry. Good hunter, nice. We're gonna get rid of this guy. Okay, I guess I'm here. I was gonna go fix my drink. Capture. Okay. Alright, chat. If we're really god gamers, well, we're not god gamers. If we're really good gamers, we'll hit the automaton here. Alright, so now how do I play it so that I don't die? Guess he just puts a bunch of 4-1s down. Maybe he doesn't play a 4-1. Darn it. Probably blob.
My power is as infinite as the stars.
Song's too loud. Dumbass wolf. May get max value. Okay, I missed most of them. I know I'm gonna play it again. Okay, one more time. That's it. Dorime. The done deal? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is a done deal. We're dead though. That's good. We get full value.
No one's going to believe what a sight.
Should we just concede now? Yeah, we can.
You have better.
You got out fun? That's okay. We get max value this way. We have to survive till turn 4 or 5. Good luck. We're already dead on turn 4. That's what we get for only playing one draw. Okay, we're taking a time-bound giant because that's another way to use Ripple. These aren't what I want. I'm gonna click this, but I might not even run it. Maybe. Ugh, terrible redraft. Okay, okay, so I want to cut 3 minions. Let's just say we cut Stasis. Say we cut Herald. And let's say we have to cut another minion. Well, we could just cut Tormentor. Like, we just want to cut all the minions. Play Giga Dog shit and emote. I mean, he played it. Just, his turns played themselves. Honestly, so did ours, right? His just wins 1,000 out of 1,000 times and the game was over on turn 4. So that's not great. To play them one turn earlier? No. Like I said, it's 1,000 out of 1,000. He wins every time there. You could never win that game. You don't have to make an inferior play. If he goes first and has the nuts, then he just wins. It's fine. Having a couple of 2-3s on the board and no win condition certainly is not, it's not an improvement. That new time record? No, no, this is the world record. Was it the Wolves? I mean, yeah, it was going first and playing 12 power by turn 2. 3. But he'd already hit us for 8. For you. The world record is mine. An hour and 15 minutes of actual time. That is the fastest 12 win run that anybody's ever had. Didn't click the link. Yeah, that's me. Play the fastest, best brain, fastest brain. What are you gonna do in arena run on HEDQ? I thought about it. You know, they did Hearthstone once. I don't know if you saw that ever. They did, somebody did the Wrath of the Lich King, like, unlocking thing. I watched some of it. It wasn't interesting at all. I didn't know who they were. It wasn't like Dog did it or something. I don't know. But it's like, it is a set seed. You get the same cards. against the same computer thing in the same order. I could have beat it faster than them though. Some games lend themselves to like a speed run a little more. Something where, I don't know, you're actually like doing anything. It was just like of course you could. Well, I mean, it was just clicking. I mean, I actually did that thing. It's funny because I actually did it like 50 times. Not sarcastic. Yeah, yeah. If you watched it, they didn't do it fast. It was just like, oh, I think I'll play like, oh, fireball here. But nobody watches Hearthstone, so nobody knew how slow he was going. I did it 50 times because I unlocked a bunch of accounts so that I could get a bunch of quests when the peak barcoding, or at least when barcoding was first starting a couple years ago, and I had just unlocked a bunch of accounts. I would unlock Lich King on all of them on multiple servers because otherwise you couldn't get offered Death Knight. So I did it like 50 times. So I actually did know like what was coming. It wasn't like I would have had to go on and learn. I was like, oh yeah, this is the turn it does this. Oh, and I was like, oh, I had actually, because I'd done it so many times, I had optimized it. I knew how to win as fast as possible, so I didn't have to take as many turns. Or did you never beat heroic chests in Karazhan? No, I probably didn't do those things. Okay, we're going first, which is awesome, and we're not playing against the wolves, which is also awesome. We don't have Ripple. I could keep this as just another minion that I can't pull from the ripples. See, I saw we got the #1 mulligan win rate card, and Automaton, I'm not sure why it is. Actually not good. Okay, Ripple is good, though. I'm gonna go for the Ripple here. I can take King Lane. That's not good. Okay, so we kind of just win, probably, if we hit Automaton there, but we didn't. So, this one is still losable for sure. I'm gonna play Rogue versus a Rogue Master Redbeard. They're cooked. I think they're doing okay right now, but we'll see. We have like a fair game. Our only way to win is if we play an unfair game. We do have 3 ripples left, so like 1 in 8, about 1 in 8 to draw one. That's not good. We could have not kept the dragon, but if you ripple into the automaton on 1, like we had a shot, then we actually increased our odds with whelp, and then we would have been very happy to have the whelp on 3. Do anything else? Play 5 automatons on 5, and then maybe just win. Speedruns that last longer than like an hour are boring. I don't mind those. I mean, I got onto Twitch from watching GDQ Super Mario 64 speedruns back in the day.
My power is as infinite as the stars.
That run used to be like an hour and 45 minutes or so. I think it's down to like an hour and 33 or something like that. An hour and 32, something like that. I used to watch Clint also, and the Ocarina of Time 100% speedrun was like 4 hours, plus or minus a little. I don't know what it's at now. Man, tough draw here, but what can you do, you know? All right, I'm actually gonna trade this just because we're looking for our 1 win condition. That's it. And if I hit the automaton, then I can rip 5 of them. I could also play automaton, maybe silence something, and then try to do more the following turn. We'll see. Let's see how many minions we have. We could take time bound and then hold time bound. It's not the worst. I'd really like to silence that taunt. I'll see what we get. Okay. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is actually cease and try to hit the 4/6. I'm gonna keep and play 7 of them next turn. So let's play this and hit him. And then next turn we'll play 7 automatons and just hope that's enough. Get the camera. It might not be time to get the camera yet, but I hope. Let's get the camera and see. Maybe we can yell at mom to take the picture. King Lane would have been infinite draw. 4 mana, 8/8. Alright, let's teach him how to play stats. Let's teach him how to play minions here. My power is as infinite as the stars. I don't have anything in my hand that can help him. Stars die, though. Everything dies. My opponent is going to die, for example. Alright, if you're watching this on YouTube, whether it goes 11 or 12 or the game keeps going, I think it's going to end next turn. Make sure to hit the like, the follow, the subscribe, the comment. Are you in love with it? We found a counter to the wolves. I know Dred's has been spamming wolves non-stop. I thought, you know what? Let's get another 12, but do it without the wolves. Just show him that he doesn't have to spam retire, get the wolves all the time. You could do it with any class, really. And that's what I really set out to prove to him. This is why you're the GOAT of Arena and not Dreads. I've heard that said a lot. Mostly by like hot babes. Maybe we get the jackpot? Oh, I thought we got it. We got gold, and we got gold in packs. Nice. Really cool run, yeah. Honestly, that was a cool run. And you don't really see that too much. Everybody's too busy spamming wolves to realize that Automaton is actually the strongest thing in the meta. Stronger than wolves. I've said that since the start.